and I don't know what to do. I try to stay occupied.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Syukrina binti Buhari. Okay, now I will present about the records identification process. There are 4 steps to identify the business record process. Okay, first, we have to analyze the system. In this process, the first step that we have to do is to collect all the metadata about the systems. The component must be complete to get enough information. The basic information that we have to collect is such as type of business, business owner, hardware and software that they use, vendor and others. Second, we have to identify the records. We have to outline and explain the business process made by the organization to determine how the organization functions. The business process is really important, and the authorized staff has to ensure what and where information of the record is stored and produced. Third, we have to determine where the information is produced. We need to find steps in the process where the information is made to determine which record has been made and reused in the business process. And the last one is determine where the records are. This is combination of the step 1 and step 3, which is system analysis and records identification, which determine and identify what system of the records are. And once the strategy is done, then the steps can be created. And this is the steps that we need to follow. In conclusion, our organization must follow the steps in the records identification process to get a well information and proper records of business, so we can easily track the records when we need it. And that's all from me.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazra binti Abdullah, and today I will talk about the awareness of business manager in business record management system. In this article, we will see that how aware business manager in Malaysia, especially in Malaysians, about the business record management system. Business records is actually about the keeping document, information to be used in the future and the long term period. This article are the questionnaires and answers about the most majority questions about the business record management system, which is firstly, do Malaysian business manage their records? Yes, they manage the records, but they just manage the most important record, and some of them don't know the value and what will do about the records that they keep. Secondly, do Malaysian business employ trained to manage the records? Almost most majority of the business manager manage the records, but they hire other employees to or what we call majority of the business manager hire other employees to manage the records, but not the specific jobs of employees. Actually, it could be burden the staff, and the records could not be managed well. And some of the business manager librarian to keep the records. Thirdly, where do business manager keep the records? The result shows that majority of the business manager keep the record at the scattered location, which is at the random place. Actually, it is not necessary, which is the business record management system need to pick and all the document need to keep at the one place at the center location, which is every employees or everyone want to find the information, they can use one place. If any information that or any records that be lost, we will see and we will know who lose it and where the records management is be used. Did the company aware of the advantages of business record management system? Almost all manager and staff know the advantages of business record management system, so that means they aware about the business record advantages. If the company apply the real systematics of business record management system, they know what the company we can be. As the results, only the successful company business use and keep the records management system in systematic way. It should be all of the business company in Malaysia apply. So as a conclusion, the business record manager in Malaysia are not enough aware of the business record management system. So in my opinion, every manager in the department need to learn about how to keep the business records well. So the document and the information of the record can be used at the future and can be referred. So if the company that successful that use the business record management system well, the company could be one of the role model of other company. So that's that from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Suhana binti Muhammad Zubair from B2442B. I will be presenting on the comparison for record keeping in Malaysia and other countries. First, let's look at Malaysia's record keeping management. For Malaysia, we will focus on SMEs record management. SMEs in Malaysia has been practicing record keeping for a long time, and it is significant in their business nature. They have evolved from manual record keeping to computerized accounting system (CAS). The documents requirement should be in CAS format. Paper-based source documents should also be included, and the details of accounting system. Next, moving on to record keeping in Turkey. In general, record keeping in Turkey has switched to Electronic Record Management System (ERMS). ERMS only manages the records, not information in the records. It enables distribution and also the production of the records. SMEs in Turkey almost the same as Malaysia, and they are very dependent on financial aid. Next, we move on to Ghana in the health record. From the study conducted by Charles Asino and also Ricky Leung, it shows that Ghana has poor record management as it is mainly on paper health record (PHR). Although PHR permits cheap practice and don't require skilled personnel, it is still inconvenient. To overcome the shortcomings, they adopted electronic health record (EHR). It provides good storage system, easily accessible, and also data sharing. For their SMEs, it is not widely practiced the record keeping. Most owners do not have the knowledge of record keeping and don't know the importance of record keeping, especially in the rural area. For the conclusion, every country is trying their best to implement the best record practice in their own country to minimize any problems that may occur from poor record management. Although the methods may vary from each country, every country has their own strengths and weaknesses in their system. That's all from me.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farhan Hidayat Ben Zainal. Today I want to present about our project group, which is E-Magazine in subject IMR 652. So now we move to the influence of business record on business performance. For introduction, the importance of recording documenting all transactions cannot be overstated. Goods can be sold on credit to a number of people. The latter will reimburse the vendor for the cost of the items. Regardless of how good one's memory is, it's impossible to recall of the specific of all of these transactions. Accounting records are also beneficial in a variety of ways, according to various sources. Despite the necessity of accounting records, the majority of small business do not keep appropriate records, and the impact of accounting records on business success is not extensively established. Data was gathered from 8 entrepreneurs in Nairobi's clothing sector. The finding revealed that accounting record and business performance had a beneficial association. Education, the form of business ownership, training, and the size of the firm are the key elements impacting accounting records according to the study. Now, we move to the view to establishing the role played by accounting records on business performance. Accounting has developed over many countries to meet society's social and economic demands as a record-keeping procedure. Clear tables were used to record numerous information in the Babylon Empire as early as 3600 BC. Many of these records include listing of events as they occur, as well as inventory of items belonging to a person, estate, or temple. Similar sort of document documenting commercial operations have also been unread in ancient Greece, Egypt, and Roman. Yearly record primarily comprise inventory of commodity and debts, but later records began to indicate a concern of calculating profit and loss from various activities. The importance of clearly and methodically documenting all transactions cannot be overstated. Goods can be sold on credit to a number of people. The latter will pay the merchant the price of the item. No matter how good one's memory is, it is impossible to recall all the specifics of the transaction. Accounting records are important for determining how good or poor a company's financial situation is, as well as whether a commercial action results in profit or loss. Increased business volume leads to a large number of transactions which no businessman can recall. Accounting records eliminate the need to recall specific transactions. Accounting records create in accordance with standardized procedure will allow business to compare outcomes from one period to the next if kept according to widely accepted accounting standard. The facts included in the set of accounting records or books are likely to be believed by the taxing authorities, includes income tax and VAT. However, the capacity of this SME to contribute successfully is determined by their performance, which is influenced by a number of variables, including adequate record keeping. This has promoted significant research into the relationship between record keeping and company performance. While we uncover evidence of a beneficial relationship between record keeping and business success, we suggest that is it not just keeping good record that help SMEs perform better. Other performance indicators such as better customer relation, access to sustainable finance, technological diffusion, and increase the boundaries of access to internal and international markets must be sought with vows and purpose.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amin Akashafid Ansmi, and I will present the last topic of the E-Magazine, which is the reasons for poor record keeping in small medium enterprises, SMEs. Okay, let's look at the first reasons. Most of the SME lack in proper record keeping. SME don't know how to do proper record keeping, and they don't know how to differentiate between the business record and the management record. The second reason is that SME lack in knowledges. SME commonly for the all people they are uneducated about the record keeping, and they don't know the benefit of the record keeping. The third reason is that manual record instead of electronic records. This is the normal reason because SME don't have the luxury to buy electronic record. They don't profit enough from the sales. The fourth is the lack of facilities. This is because they don't profit enough from the sales, and they don't have the luxury to spend on additional facilities for the record keeping. The fifth reason is lack of finances. They cannot hire an employee to manage their records because also the same reason they don't have enough profit because they are small enterprises. The sixth reason, they don't know how to. This is because the most owner SME don't realize that benefit of the record keeping have so much to offer to their businesses. The seventh reason is that standardization of the record keeping method. Standardization is important for the record keeping because they keep a linear smooth operation of work, and this smooth operation will give more clear transparency for the government to give additional aids to them. The last reason is the retention schedule. SME don't know how to do retention schedule because they don't have any knowledge on the retention, and they don't know the benefit of the retention. Retention give them so much space and give additional space to the new records. So in conclusion, by knowing these reasons, SMEs will not have any problems record keeping, and they also will likely sustain themselves in the long run because record keeping will give so much benefits to SMEs that will give advantages for them to succeed in the business world. So that's all from us. Thank you for watching and have a good day.